What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Roast This. I'm your host, comedian CP, man. Only nigga paying attention. So right above me, all the way to the left, you know what it is, my homie from Houston, Texas. One of the smoothest noobs in the game. Give it up for Billy Sorrells one time.
Yeah, we in here. You see what it is. It's a full-fledged takeover today. We putting cases on all you bitches. And we out here.
My homie right up top, from Cobb County, Mr. Background himself.
You know what
I'm saying? B. Lewis.
What it do, Mike? What it do?
Yeah. And then we got my other homie up here, man. Another good noob. Funny as hell. Shit. Then won all kind of shit. This motherfucker been on tour with everybody. LeVar Walker's in the building. Give it up for LeVar Walker.
Yo. What's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? Shout out to all the noobs in the world. I am here.
Yeah. He's one of the founders of Kappa. You might have seen him in the history books. LeVar Walker.
Hey, listen. Go plug your beard. Plug your beard back up. Listen, it's been a long time in the making.
Sir.
Happy to be here on All Deaf Digital. Man, shout out to everybody here, man. I'm here. What's happening?
What's up,
hey, man?
LeVar?
Hey, we got an actual doctor on the show today, man. This motherfucker is actual doctor.
Pharmacist.
No.
Pharmacist, nigga.
Listen.
Yeah.
Nigga works at Walgreens.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Now he shitted on you. He just shitted on you right there.
They shared a cafeteria with the medical school, so they knew all the burgers
He's
they
a
was eating.
pharmacist now.
First
The
of
nigga's
all,
Go ahead,
first of all, yes, I have a PharmD. When people call me doctor, there is a doc. I do have a doctorate, but do not call me a doctor. It pisses me off because I have to ring your shit up. Okay, so there's no respect. I have to ring your shit up and give you a fucking flu shot. So no, just call me LeVar. I'm thankful. Thank you. Now a lot of my African brothers and sisters from Nigeria, they want you to call them doctor.
Yes.
I am doctor, but not me. I'm good. Fuck that.
Got you. I mean, because that's a good doctor to be. I never understood. I'm not a medically kind of nigga like that. Like I understand. Like I wouldn't want to. You couldn't pay me $400,000 a year to like reach in somebody's body and like study snot and shit. Like I just like that ain't my thing. But I appreciate.
Well, I mean, I count pills and counsel. I don't. Well, we do touch people now because we give out.
Mammograms. Okay, mammograms.
We don't do mammograms.
Yeah,
nigga, we do not do mammogram. But you know what's funny? Y'all want to hear funny? Y'all want to hear a funny story?
Hold on, real quick before you share your story. So, have you ever gave somebody a shot?
Yeah, I give shots all the time.
He just said that.
I give pneumonia shots.
I wanted the specifics. Sorry.
I give pneumonia.
Close the blinds on that side too, because the drag making a lot of noise. All you hear is whistling. He talking, and you hear whistling.
Yeah.
It sound like a barn door open. Slide that bitch close. All right, cool. Come on.
Wow. Yeah, you know, speaking of Brandon Sidetooth, I was out with him one day, and we had went to lunch, and when he laid down to chew his sandwich, I didn't say nothing, but he had to lay his head down to make some teeth connect.
Everything he eat everything like tacos. I know exactly what you're talking about because you got to get it on the sweet spot.
Yeah, he had to get it right there.
I gotta eat everything like a taco. That is funny.
Yeah. They rushed him to the hospital. They pulled a whole French fry out his throat because he was going too fast, and one went down unscathed.
He had a potato shade.
Nah, nigga, that what you get for laughing at all bullshit this weekend. I forgot. This nigga said, the nigga
Billy,
look like a tissue.
No, fuck Billy and that bullshit laugh. Okay?
the laugh.
That was bullshit.
Man, that was fake as hell, man.
That was the most Hollywood.
B-Lewis ain't got no teeth.
That's an old nigga. I want to keep my job laugh.
Yeah, that's a laugh you do. Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Hey, man. Hey, look. Hey, man, we here. Can we toast to something today, man? Can we toast to life? I got a last little corner in my
bottle
hand.
been toasted through.
Nigga. Yo, man.
How you gonna put up an empty ass bottle?
It's for me, motherfucker. It's for me.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Hey, real quick. Vivian Gaither, she did purchase a shirt, but she never sent me the address. So if you watching, I know you watching. I see you in the comments making a comment. You never sent me your address. So don't.
Hey, nigga, this ain't time for customer service,
Hey,
nigga.
well,
When nobody trying to hear that shit.
Send me her
They
address.
was on your ass last week too in them comments. Customer service tearing his ass up.
Give me your address. I don't know where to send the shirt to. She paid for the shirt.
Nigga,
she never sent me her address. That's it.
Talk about that shit
DM
later.
Your address. Okay. Well, DM
but
thank you.
But real talk, we do need to talk being alive, man. Rest in peace to one of our great actors of all time that just passed. We lost the Black Panther, the brother Chadwick Boseman, who was so humble and so great and just did everything right, man. Shout out to you, Chadwick. Rest in peace, brother. And thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for everything you did, bro.
Right.
And that's real. And I'm gonna drink to that.
That's a fact, bro. And
Shout
you know,
out.
as more recent developments came out about his story, you found out that he's been dealing with colon cancer for 4 years, meaning that he was shooting Black Panther 1, and they did shoot Black Panther 2, I believe, and he shot that with colon cancer.
No, they didn't start Black Panther 2 yet.
I thought they shot Black Panther 2 already.
He ain't shot it.
Now they got the stuff for what if, which he did scenes for as he was as Black Panther. He did that. That's gonna be on Disney Plus. It's a new semi-reality / animated thing with Chadwick Boseman that he did actually do, and he's got a new movie that he did with Denzel that he partnered with that's coming out that is unreleased yet. But man, like you were saying, bro, like that was just a true testament of fortitude to be able to go through that, and he didn't seek pity from the public. And even with the ridicule that people were saying he looked tired or he was tired of being a Black Panther or saying all the jokes and slugs about him, and knowing he was fighting and having chemotherapy. And it was dope. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, check out The Five Bloods. And I watched it again last night after knowing that he was gone, and it hit on a whole different level because his performance was one of those, like, I'm giving this all I got in this movie to try and make it work, bro. So shout out to Spike Lee for that. I think they're definitely gonna get some Oscar nods. Delroy Lindo did a phenomenal job. And it's a great story. He plays a Vietnam vet. And it's just a dope movie to check out, bro. So it's a lot of positive things happen, man.
It's a great movie, but in regards to Delroy Lindo, it's been far too long. He needs to claim his son, LeBron James. I don't understand.
Delroy Lindo and LeBron
Delroy Lindo is the father of LeBron James.
I think Robert Parrish is LeBron James' daddy.
No.
Delroy
Lindo.
I think look, Robert Parrish and Greg Oden. Greg Oden is
Delroy Lindo is LeBron's daddy. If you look at the
Greg
face,
Oden daddy.
Well, first of all, we want to congratulate the special guest that we have on the show. You know what I'm saying? He's not dressed in his usual attire, but we want to give it up for Bishop Paul S. Morton. Give it up for Bishop.
No.
Bishop Paul S. Morton.
You ain't shit.
No.
Give it up for Bishop Paul S. Morton.
I'm Paul S. Morton, and I'm Judge Greg Mathis. Like I'm
Greg Mathis.
You do like a Greg Mathis high school picture though, like back when everybody was old when they was kids.
I'm all but I'm gonna say this. Bishop. I was born with an old face. I have a picture.
You was born with an old face? Oh, yeah. Man.
Me and my brother, it looked like he's my child. That's me. I was born.
Hey, boy, you look like the Six Flags man as a child.
I was born 40-something.
Like a heroin dealer as a kid. Yeah, you know I deal heroin. This is my little brother. Shit.
Yes.
Hey, go back to that shirt. I want to see that collar on the outside of that jacket.
Yes, let's show it again. I'm gonna show you guys again. This is me as a child. That's my baby brother. He's in Harlem right now. Aaron, shout out Aaron.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, LeVar. I will ask you who bought you that suit, but the face telling me that you bought you that suit.
Yes, I did. I was a grown ass man. I was a grown kid man with children at that time. So
I was bad beer for all the high school niggas when I was in third grade.
Yo, Billy, quit getting up, nigga. All them hips is knocking shit down in the house.
Yeah, nigga, and get that old ass chair out of here. That chair don't even
Billy
match
is
the
a nigga
mic.
with
I ain't know you had that
hips.
kind of chair.
Yeah,
That
nigga,
big
that's
hip.
a 1970 doctor
Your
chair.
hip having
That's one of them
ass.
chairs they used to draw the blueprints for cigarettes. Like this, how cigarettes is gonna be. It's gonna be a must-have $1 billion cigarettes.
That's funny, man.
So with in regards to Black Panther, and
We don't say shit like regards on here.
We don't say that shit, man. We need, first of all, we need you to pick your pace up. Because all this goddamn calm talking is goddamn drained in the end.
I mean, but why? But no.
We need you to talk. We need you to talk.
That's the problem.
What kind of pharmacist are you,
What you
Dr.
want him
Farrakhan?
up turned up?
I want you turned up. There we go.
I'm turned up. The fuck? This is who I am. I'm not about to come on here and be something that I'm not.
Hey man,
I'm not gonna be on this bitch front.
I coming on here with all that damn.
I'm saying in regards to
the bank robbery, Virgil.
In regards to Chadwick Boseman, you have to acknowledge his humility because nigga, I had a conversation with somebody, nigga. If I would have been cast as the Black Panther, I would have been an asshole. I would have lost my mind. I would have been
because that would have been miraculous to have a bald old little Black Panther.
Shut the fuck up, CP.
And Billy, stop getting up and taking dope breaks, man. Shit. God,
hey man, fuck you. I got a whole operation down there. It's a whole man.
Hey, hold on. Can you imagine LeVar as a Black Panther? He got before he fight niggas, he got to push his glasses up.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I want you to do. You need to calm down, Thanos.
You know
this ain't right,
young man. You know who the fuck I am? All right, go ahead, man. My bad.
Man, that nigga.
I would have been the Black Panther. I couldn't imagine how arrogant I would have been showing up to parties in the actual costume, talking shit, being on cocaine. I would have been fucked up. I would have been an
That's
arrogant.
what Billy keep doing. You see, Billy done got up 3 times and we ain't even been on air
Billy,
for damn 15 minutes.
why don't you just get on
Just
Vyvanse?
snort the 8-ball and sit down.
Y'all looking at the shit the wrong way.
Vyvanse or Adderall or something.
Every time Billy get up, he run to Atlanta and he run back. That's what kind of work.
Hilarious.
Every time he get up, he run to Atlanta. Look, he right back.
What? Y'all gonna stop fucking with me?
Damn, man.
CP,
Man, they giving me a hard time. Come here, man.
Your chair.
Type of shit.
Come here, man.
God damn, relax.
CP's chair look like one of them YouTube. Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that? That nigga
That's
got
random.
Say what's up, man.
Hey, my friend, Juan Gonzalez. My friend Gonzalez, my friend, I do your spectrum.
Speedy Gonzalez, Speedy Gonzalez. What about this guy right here?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
You want us to believe that you ain't got no tiny lip under that big ass mustache. We know what
Who the fuck
got a
is
tiny lip. That's a lot of mustache. Oh, baby. It's a tiny lip.
That nigga look like a
thin whistler. Get that
that
thin
nigga
whistler
look
out
like a professional pretzel.
Hey, when he lift his
Where did you
mustache,
find this nigga, man?
hey, when he lift his mustache up, he gonna say, "You got this sausage from New York City."
Hey, he fixing his mustache. He fixing his
with a
mustache now, man.
like that, he can't keep no toppings on a pizza.
That nigga makes.
All I need to do is give him this cigar right here. He already ready.
Let me tell you something. He makes millions of dollars selling his mustache.
Show him how you flip that mustache. Flip that mustache on him. Flip it on him real quick.
He sell the clipping. He selling the clipping. He selling.
Damn, I want some queso cheese. Damn, I want a queso.
Billy, is that your cocaine dealer?
A little queso deal.
Billy got the cocaine dealer at the house.
He got him at the house.
That is this nigga's plug.
Hey, LeVar, you got a cocaine chef at home. I need to get homemade for you.
This nigga's name is
I'm only one, y'all 3.
Hector USB. This nigga's name is Hector USB plug.
Partner, beat these 3 guys.
Yeah, hey, the cartel is over here, nigga. Keep fucking
give me
around.
a cup of watermelon, pineapple, and
Y'all 3, y'all don't even know who you're talking to. You know Quintero?
Yo, I don't want
You don't know that last name from Mexico?
Nigga,
Oh, you better watch it, Quintero.
I tell you, I know Trump. I get your ass deported.
He's gonna give me your name.
Get the fuck out of here.
Y'all gonna find out.
I call Trump on your ass. Get your ass out of here, man.
Hey. That nigga pulled up the Billy house. That nigga pulled up the Billy house.
I make a phone call. Hey, motherfucker, I make a phone call in a van to pull up by Billy's place, nigga.
He pulled up the Billy house in a 2006 Ford F-150.
Fuck out of here, man. Who is this
That
nigga?
nigga
Billy had the most
06.
random.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yo,
I'm that
Billy
nigga that gets scared because these niggas say hit a concert. Hey, let's leave that nigga alone, man. Move on, bro. Move on. Leave that nigga alone, bro. Like, let that man live, bro.
Dog,
Nigga, I've seen Narcos. Let that
Hey,
nigga
man.
be.
That man,
You wanna know a secret
got
about
a
this
full
guy?
contracting
About the
company,
guy
man.
you just saw? He sells his, and I said this earlier. He sells
With
the
that kind of mustache, that's like, nigga, they like lions. The bigger the mustache,
he-
they the plug. He
just
working at that place as a side
listen.
job. Nigga, that ain't his real.
He used that mustache to tickle Billy ear.
No, he sells. He
Fucked it up when you said Earl.
Listen, he sells
That nigga Earl.
He sells the clippings for eyelashes. He sells eyelashes off them clippings, nigga.
Billy get them hairs one at a time for $200 a piece. Like, man, my shit got to stay smooth.
Yeah, baby. Call me when you get over there. Yeah, my daughter. Yeah, I'm about to start crying. I'm trying not to start crying, nigga. My daughter going back home. My oldest daughter going back home to her mama for the summertime. Ah, don't cry, nigga. Don't cry.
Ah, summertime school. What was she on a different school schedule?
Love you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying not to
Got a lot of
Look,
shit going on. It's Mexicans over there. The baby leaving and shit. What the fuck is going on, man?
But what is that nigga's purpose? What is he there to do?
Man, okay, so I'm remodeling some shit at my dad's house, and my daddy used to plug up too much shit downstairs, and the nigga blew a whole circuit down in the garage. So he down there. Yeah, so he was down there rewiring some shit in the garage, trying to get the switches done because the lights in the front of the house, in front of the property that shoot up on the house, they fucked up. So he was down there doing that. And then my mama just came and picked up my daughter because she going back to Dallas tomorrow. So
you took over your daddy's house?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Billy. For real, man. For real.
Man, it's all good. I mean, the good thing about it is it's like shit, you know, black people holding on to property and shit. I grew up in this house, so me here now remodeling this shit.
I'm talking about the baby, nigga. I don't give a fuck about the electricity, nigga. I'm talking about the goddamn baby, man.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's part of life, dog. It's hard.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad y'all niggas ain't got to go through that, nigga, because that shit is...
Hey, man, I know. But
that shit is rough.
Look at it like this. Now you got more room to rap and chill with Uncle Clifford.
now you can belly slide over the cocaine.
Now you can relax with Uncle Clifford. You know what I'm saying? Go chill in the pink.
Nah, man, shit.
Brandon, who is them niggas behind you holding?
Oh, man, right now we're talking about that later, but man, this is a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my sponsor.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean that they off limits. Friday sponsor up.
Well, you know, they're from it's Keelan, right? Keelan, Texas. Keelan.
Killeen, nigga. Killeen, Texas.
I'm not from Texas.
What's wrong with you, man?
Sorry,
cool.
man, I'm not from Texas, nigga.
Cool. So what else are we talking about here now?
Well, we're gonna keep going. We also want to say,
goddamn, Bishop Paul, that's more than you. Relax, nigga.
Whoa.
All right,
please tell me you got a picture of Doja Cat,
bro. It look like a space. That shit look like a space dick that you're talking to. Point it at yourself.
What?
Yeah.
There you go. That's better. That shit like a big ass astronaut dick. Pointing at the top.
You gotta talk. They say you gotta talk into it, or I won't sound.
I got the same mic, LeVar. What you talking about?
Why you got it so far away?
Because it can pick up.
Because he got more wind coming out of his mouth.
Oh, right.
All right, cool.
All right, B-Lou.
I still sound cool.
You sound cool. Tilt it down some more, bro. Tilt it down a little bit more. No, the other way.
Dude, somebody.
Hey, y'all see the nigga B-Lou? Hey, in the comments, they like, hey, man, don't get mad, B-Lou.
What?
Talk about these niggas said, right, the win. I get it.
Wait, man, that was a good one, bro.
I get it, guys. Always the butt of the jokes, guys. I get it.
The butt of the jokes.
So
listen, did that nigga Weekend get his ass beat?
That's what I heard. I heard Usher beat him the fuck up, man.
Well, drop that knowledge. What you heard, LeVar? Tell us what you heard, bro. Drop that knowledge on us. You gonna tell us what you heard, bro?
Man, they say Usher beat up. They said this nigga's Wi-Fi fucking up.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know who.
My bad. Nigga, please tell me you got a picture of Doja Cat fine ass.
I thought we was canceling Doja Cat.
Well, I thought we was canceling her. Yeah, okay.
I mean, let me tell you something. Them motherfucker fine. So
what about it? Talk to us, good people.
Now that I don't know if that was from the performance last night, but when she went up there to get that goddamn award, That motherfucker was, oh my God.
Yeah, nah, like she hella thick, but I heard she used to like fart on like group chats and shit for like old white men. That's what they like. They like fart bitches, and she used to get on there and fart and get tips and shit to her cash app. Fart. That's what I heard. I mean, you know.
Yep.
Farting ass bitch, but whatever.
Ain't turned me off yet. I'm at that age now. It's like, oh, that's what you into? Let's see how far this goes. But yeah, man. My wife gonna tell me tonight. Oh yeah, boy, the weekend came up there in character.
Look, now, that's in character though, right?
That's character, right? Usher ain't do that.
Usher didn't do that to that man.
Who said that?
They said they was backstage. Usher rolled up on him with the Heelys, like, and so tonight, you know what I'm saying, Amanda? But that was it. They separated them niggas. They wheeled Usher away, like the Silence of the Lambs. He was standing up, and they still wheeled him. And that was it. But he came in with the make. I don't think that nigga got his ass beat for real.
But no, they say Usher, you know, he takes boxing and judo or some shit, and they got into it, bro. I don't understand why.
That's what they say. We ain't
yeah.
never seen
I just want Usher to rub that herpes on me. That's all. I'm trying to do.
Shit, Billy. That's you're not gonna talk. Usher's my friend, nigga. You're not gonna do that.
Hey, you got herpes again? Herpes? What the fuck?
But how do y'all think y'all just gonna take somebody's side?
Try to normalize everything.
Right, bro. Like
I didn't take no side. That's Billy.
Nigga, just took the side of an accuser. You just took the accuser's side, like she telling the truth.
He said he had it. He had a
when
fucking statement.
When he said it, bro,
in the statement, nigga. He got a statement about it.
And he
it's
said
a whole
what?
statement. It's legal paperwork. It's all right. G Herbo got it. Fucking NBA YoungBoy.
Where you get this information from, man?
But
public information. What the fuck is you?
But listen, I've read reports where during this COVID-19 thing, herpes has saved people from COVID because herpes has killed their COVID. So
yeah, I can see that.
You know,
I mean, I'm lucky I ain't got it, but
So what you're saying basically is best for you to have herpes than COVID.
Well, Billy got AIDS, so.
Nice try.
That nigga.
You know what AIDS said? I don't want none of that.
AIDS, nigga.
Shit.
So that shit don't even matter.
Hey man, this nigga weekend's doing a lot of powder. His head getting bigger.
What made him think that was all right?
So I got a question for Billy. Since he's in Houston, how do you guys in Houston feel about Tory Lanez right
now?
Billy want to fight him. Billy want to take his heels off.
We spoke on this last week. Any nigga shoot a woman, especially a black woman, got a fucking problem.
Nigga,
no excuse for that.
What in the fucking foot?
We went off on this last week.
Did he shoot? He shot both her feet, right?
No, I think
just one.
I think it was just one, but I did hear something about it being two, or another one being hurt, like a fragment or some shit like that.
That's bullshit, bro.
All of it is fucking despicable, bro. Like Tory Lanez is over, dog. Like he's over, man. Like,
do you think his little man's complex flared up in that moment?
I don't know what happened, nigga. Ain't no excuse for that shit.
Yeah, that's giving him.
All right, so check this out. Playing devil advocate. So when he makes his response, does it go null and void? Does it just follow?
It ain't no response.
No,
there's no response.
Too late. It's too late.
I'm not saying
he could have came out the first day, bruh. Okay, go ahead, Billy. Billy.
No, go ahead.
He could have came out the first day. He let people speculate that she beat him up. He let people speculate, all kind of shit that was coming out, bruh. When you come to find out that you shot her, it's like, nigga, so why you ain't say shit back when you look guilty? Like, nigga, I'm sure the nigga's going to Canada. I know I'll be the fuck on. That nigga better not be here.
Okay, just to play devil advocate, I don't agree. Let's put it out there. I do not agree with Tory Lanez what he did. I do not agree. But we all still don't know. We just got one side of the story. I don't agree, nor do I condone shooting black women. Let me put that out there. Okay, now let's just play devil advocate. What if in the car she had the gun and they got into an altercation where he grabbed the gun and she threatened him prior to him getting the gun and he shot her?
But here go the thing.
Was he shot first?
He told the story, B-Lou.
No.
She told the story though.
That's one side though.
Nigga, it's the only side we have.
Okay, my okay, watch this though. Did Tory Lanez leave with a gunshot wound?
I didn't. Did y'all hear my speculation side?
I wouldn't give a fuck what. I wouldn't give a fuck if she hit the nigga in the face with the gun. Nigga, you don't still shoot her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
Hey, I know wrong is wrong.
Hey, but hold on.
I'm just playing devil advocate, man.
So if a woman pistol whip you, Billy, what's legal to do back? Can you get a couple pistol whips back, or you like all you crap, all you?
So y'all telling me? Right,
now listen, I'm gonna just say something. Let me tell you now, if there was a situation where Meg got out the car with a broken nose or a broken jaw, and it was a pistol recovered that was in the car that was hers, I might be like, hey, nigga. That'd be a different story.
But that's the story. That's the devil.
That ain't no story. She was shot, nigga. That's not equal force, nigga.
Okay, so look, if a woman draw down on you, and then you somehow, you know what I'm saying, maneuver and get the gun and you shoot her, is that wrong?
I wouldn't shoot. I mean, that's just me though. I ain't. This ain't my. This was first of all. Let me just say this. Have you ever had a gun pointed at you before? Have you ever had a gun pointed at you before?
I have.
All right. Have you had a gun pointed at you with somebody with intent to use? Have you had a struggle for a gun before?
I never had a struggle for one.
Okay, let me just tell you, nigga, it's a lot of time to think about the shit. And even though people say it's too much, it's not enough time to think, it is, nigga, because the whole time you thinking, when the gun come out, what you gonna do? Am I gonna shoot this nigga? That's what you got in your mind. And you still have rational thought because as a man, you got control of the situation. And I ain't saying that, but that's not the situation. So that's not the circumstance we dealing with. So in the presence of the reality is, the nigga shot this woman, case closed, nigga. You on some whole ass shit.
Pete. Also too, B. Lou, she said that she got out the car to walk away.
Right.
To avoid conflict.
I was just playing devil advocate,
No. This nigga leaned out the window on some Ricky type shit and started shooting her.
No, but she got back in the car then.
Bro.
Because no, I'm just saying the footage shows her getting out of the car when the police asked her to get out the car. She was in the car shot, and she got out the car shot. So I mean, I'm not disagreeing with your story. All I'm saying is that she had to get back in the car.
Dude, Tory Lanez is a little nigga, man. He had a little niggas complex that flared up like herpes, and he shot her because she's bigger than him, stronger than him, and you know he couldn't take it, and that's what he did. That was some whole shit, and you cannot justify that. Like, that's fucked up. He a little small nigga, man. That's what it is.
I agree. No, I agree. I was just playing devil advocate, man. I was just spinning the block, man. I shouldn't have spent the block. I'm sorry.
No. You don't have to apologize. You're a comedian. Never apologize.
Hey, nigga, yeah. Plus, B. Lou, this your show, nigga. You said what you said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga, this your show.
Listen, hey, let's move on. Hey, what's the next topic, Dean? Throw the next joint up.
Oh, it's time to switch topics. Damn, I ain't got my shirts. Hey, man, but by the way, man, the shirts are for sale. It's time to, okay, go ahead. Let me switch topics, man. Time to switch topics. Who is this right here?
Hey, shout out to the Pandemic 4, though. Omega Sci-Fi recently crossed D.L. Hughley, George Clinton, Anthony Anderson, and Teddy Ginn Sr. Nigga, that's an all-star ass line, first of all. God damn, that's a crazy ass line.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I mean, you know, we are all members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and we don't cross any honorary members. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. Very interesting line.
I don't think Q do honorary people, do they?
Yes.
No, these is all honorary.
Oh, I believe those were honoraries.
All of them honorary.
Oh man, that's none of my.
Congratulations to George Clinton. He definitely should have been in. He should have been honorary as much as that. He made it. He made it. For those of y'all that don't know, George Clinton, the founding member of Parliament, responsible for helping break such acts as Boosie Collins. You know, everybody who's anybody. He's been sampled by Dr. Dre. If you don't know who George Clinton is, look him up from Parliament.
George Clinton.
Yeah. He made the song "Atomic Dog," which is the national song that the Q step to. He also made Flashlight, which we use for Kappa a lot of times. And it's a lot of people that's, you know, prestigious people on here, brother Anthony Anderson, D.L. Hughley. But congratulations to them. I mean, they are honorary members. Now, everybody goes through different processes. Some people pledge, and some people get inducted in honorary to those organizations. We don't do honorary members in Kappa.
We gonna congratulate these brothers for being what they are, and we gonna
keep it moving.
That, bro. I respect all these dudes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hey, Ted Ginn Sr. Gotta show love to him.
Shout out to all these niggas. Anthony
Yeah.
Anderson.
No, I went there. I said Anthony Anderson. He was the only one I did say.
JFL.
Nigga, and they
D.L. Hughley, a king of comedy. Yeah, let's move on. Shout out to these guys, man.
Shout out to all y'all. George Jefferson.
Smiley,
it's time to switch topics. There we go. B. Lewis. Do it for us.
Yeah, let's switch topics. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Hey, hey, hold it up again. That bitch crispy.
Yeah.
That mother crispy.
For $6 US, it could be yours.
Virtual learning.
All right, nigga. Now let me just say this right now. You goddamn teachers is in trouble, nigga. I've been watching my wife help my daughter do virtual learning in the morning. And nigga, if you want to laugh, nigga, get on one of these Zoom sessions, nigga. I've never heard mute your mic so much, and my mama sleep is the two favorite words that they saying. Teacher asking them kids to do shit. The kids showing the mama naked running through the house. Niggas rolling blunts in the background. But these goddamn kids, boy, they got it rough, nigga. They out here. My mommy's sleep. I don't know what's going on. One girl went to the bathroom on Zoom. It's all type of crazy shit happening on there, man.
That's
these
crazy.
kids is trying to fucking learn.
Do y'all think this is gonna be the new way of learning as far as moving forward? Do y'all and we all got kids here. We all got kids on Zoom on this panel. Man, I said,
my kids are doing great on theirs. I'm in a really, really good school system, and they going hard, bro.
So
it's definitely advanced for them. You know, they on their independent time. The teacher give them a little break, tell them to do an assignment, come back, present that shit. I feel like it's getting ready for the real world, you know, presentation format, how to conduct yourself.
I think the time, I don't think they need to be on there no more than 2 hours a day, honestly.
So after that, they need to go get the COVID.
I don't know. I think they should do Zoom about 2 hours a day. I think 6 hours is excessive. I think you could do 2 hours a day, and you could do 15-minute segments based on their attention span, because it drops. So if you do 15 minutes of one subject, 15 minutes of the next, they'll learn more in a compacted amount of time, and they'll be better off. But
I disagree, bro. No, I disagree. Here go the thing. Don't forget that our children are still competing with the worldwide education standard for their age. And it's like, bruh, I mean, think about how much shit you had to learn in school. Like my wife, them down there built them cubicles because they got like a 9 to 5 at a desk doing their shit. You know, it's all day. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't interrupt them. The teacher don't want the parents in the frame. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter be giving me them little thumbs up off the screens and shit. Cause it's like, I mean, what I'm seeing is like, dog, like.
But you do you think how many hours are your kids doing on Zoom a day?
About 6. And so I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, but I don't think that's necessary.
But they take a lot of breaks though. So the point is that the Zoom window of like, you know, like Zoomable day is 6 hours, right? But they got an hour break here, 30 breaks.
So how many breaks do you think they have?
Probably like 5 breaks.
So 5 breaks.
How many minutes are the breaks?
Good 35, 45 minutes.
Okay, so you got 5 times 30, bro. Like 2 hours and you should be out.
But it's a structure though. It's the structure. You know, I mean, you know.
All right, so hear it out though, LeVar. So what you think? What you think that them being on too long is affecting what?
I just think that just as humans, and not only as humans, but now in 2020, you know, we're all on the internet. We all looking at the phones constantly. Our attention spans have shrunk. So you want to get efficient, maximum outcome. So based on that, you want to teach them within their attention span, because the attention span starts high and then it dips if you do a graph. So I want to get them high before it crashes. It's gonna crash.
You leave their ass at home, they're gonna be getting high than the motherfucker. They're not on the Zoom for 6 hours. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like
No, them kids don't need to be on there nothing but 2 hours a
Okay,
day.
hold on, LeVar. So if you say that, how long should the regular school day when they in class sessions be?
Right.
I mean, honestly, dude, 2 hours. I think COVID has uncovered a lot of inefficiencies and a lot of fluff.
So what you're saying is 2 hours after that, everything is fluff time. So you cancel that nap that they taking at school. Right. You take out lunch.
I think you should be done after 2 hours.
Okay. So only 2 hours of learning a day.
I could teach my child in 2 hours more than the school can. I know that.
But that's one-on-one session though. That's a one-on-one. You got what, 20 kids in the class?
But dude, their attention spans is dropping through the floor, bro. They just sitting up there like this. Like they're dead at a fucking point. Do we not understand this? They just looking on the screen because they don't want to get a whooping. They just look like
you might got a point, girl.
That's what the kids are doing. Like
these kids out of there. These kids don't know shit.
Here go the thing though.
Dude, they're justifying the hours so the teachers can get paid. That is it. That's all.
I mean,
you don't need to do that shit all day. You know.
Put it like this: for your model, they could literally change the whole school model, right? For all 5 subjects, do all of them 2 hours a day. They don't have to be at school that long for the week anyway. If they did 2 hours a day of every session, 2 hours of math on Monday, 2 hours of English on Tuesday, 2 hours of science on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't do it like that. Because
no,
2 hours is 120 minutes. 15 minutes per subject. It's gonna perk them back up because I do 15 minutes of math, right? Fuck it, we switch it. 15 minutes of science. Boom! Every time it hits up.
So that's 30 minutes.
Hey, you look good on my motherfucking nerves.
So then after that 30 minutes, you still got an hour and a half left. So then what you gonna do?
Serious.
Science, math, English,
right?
Reading,
right?
I don't know, history, whatever the other.
But that's for 6 through what? That's for 6 through 12 that you got to go through.
Whatever age, bro. 15.
Yeah. LeVar used to work on a submarine as a kid, so you know.
Dude, I was
used to clean the outside of submarines.
When I was
no helmet.
When I was in class, dude, when I was in pharmacy school, I would leave because my attention span would drop off. I had to go teach myself. I wouldn't even sit in class the whole time.
All right, so check this out. So when they open schools back up, are you giving your kids the vaccine shot and sending them to school?
Yes.
Damn, from a black pharmacist, I wanted to know what you thought about that, nigga.
Yes, I'm going to give them a fucking vaccine. And to all you anti-vaxxers in the world, understand, you don't have polio because of fucking vaccines. You don't have black lung because of vaccines. Right. You are all insane to think somehow the government gets their money from you being alive, wants to kill you off for some reason.
Because it's overpopulation.
But, all right, so check this out from a pharmacist. Is it true that vaccines are just the dormant version of the virus or disease?
The vaccines are the virus. I mean,
that's what the vaccination is.
So basically you putting in.
Let's understand what's happening. Let's understand what's happening. If you come and get a flu shot, a pneumonia shot, a shingles shot, a tetanus shot, a measles, mumps, and rubella shot, we are injecting these substances into you. And what happens is your body's immune defenses come in and they produce antibodies to form around these foreign substances and remember who they are. So they make these little fighters. So when the fighters come back, hey, we remember these guys, boom, and they get them out of your system. If you don't want to vaccinate, fine. Just keep your child the fuck away from mine and stay away from me.
But why though? Why what? If you're vaccinated, if you have the protection and I don't, why do I need to stay away from you?
Well, that's a good argument, but I mean you could spread it. I just think it's ignorant not to.
I can agree to the ignorance, but why do I need to stay? But you had a valid reason by saying stay the fuck away from me.
Well, from what I understood, nobody, even with me having COVID and having antibodies and 2 different type of antibodies in my from the different forms of SARS and COVID that I've had.
And you had
even twice, with that, they don't tell me submerge yourself in fucking COVID and just think that you're gonna be all right. That shit is not what
all of this shit too hypothetical.
Listen,
it's like asking a preacher, is there gonna be a place to charge my phone in heaven?
Well, here go a preacher right here.
First of all, I'm sick and tired of Billy hiding his fucking AIDS behind COVID. That's not COVID, it's AIDS. That's what you have. You are sick and you're dying. So we're not gonna do that. Jesus Christ. But get vaccinated. I don't see an issue with it.
So are you up to date with all the vaccinations, LeVar, as far as what's currently available for adults? Are you up to date?
I'm up to date. Fucking right. Because I had
he beat out smallpox the first time it came, so that nigga's good.
I had last year.
That nigga beat Spanish flu.
No, last year. Last year about this time, I had to play Africa, and so I had to get Hep A. I had to get my flu shot. I had to get yellow fever.
You got all those.
I got every goddamn thing.
LeVar, did you get them all in one day? And then how that shit make you feel?
Right.
You see how slow this nigga talk? Fuck.
I didn't feel that.
That nigga fighting off something right now. That nigga, I'm fighting.
Listen, I feel fast.
I've always talked slow.
Please go get your vaccination.
I don't talk that goddamn.
Let this nigga talk. Nigga, dog.
I don't talk that goddamn slow.
You do talk that slow.
Okay, so you want me to talk fast? Look, there you go.
The vaccine kicking in. That motherfucker just kicked in right now.
Hey, so
how fast you want me to talk? I like to get my point across so you can understand me. This is how I talk. I talk in a speed where you understand and you comprehend the material. Damn.
Hey man, let's switch topics.
Oh, it's time to topic.
Okay. I need to see how these kids start reacting before I shoot my kids up with it.
Time to switch topics. All right, man. Next topic, Billy. What's the next topic, man?
We also got to say RIP to John Thompson, famed basketball coach at Georgetown. John Thompson Jr., Big John, as he was known, responsible for coaching such greats as Alonzo Mourning,
Allen Iverson, nigga.
I was getting there. God damn it.
He saved Allen Iverson life, nigga.
Like a true old nigga.
God damn, it was gonna get there. Let me get through the 80s niggas first.
Nate Archibald.
Shout out to him, RIP, man. Great coach, great humanitarian, did a lot for people on and off the court. And I mean, people who couldn't deal with these players, John Thompson knew how to deal with them, man. So he definitely, Thompson, man. And big shouts out to him. And last year,
Ewing took that spot too, Patrick. Shout out to P. Ewing, man. He took that coaching spot. His son was there for a minute, man. They actually let him go prior to Ewing. But shout out to John Thompson, man. Shout out to Patrick Ewing. Shout out to AI. I hope you get, you know what I'm saying? Got strength to deal with this because that was almost like a father figure. I don't even think AI father was in his life.
Almost. He talked about him during his Hall of Fame speech. How after that incident at the bowling alley when Allen Iverson was in high school, how he was getting recruited by every school in the country for football and basketball. He lost all of those offers, and so his mom drove up to Georgetown and begged Coach Thompson to take a chance on her son, and he did. And so, basically, if he hadn't done that, we really wouldn't know Allen Iverson today like we do.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal guy, man. Phenomenal guy.
All right, man. Well, time to
switch topics.
Hey, what size is that shirt? Because it's pissing me off.
Okay, well, this shirt here, man, is it's a large right here, brother. So,
that shirt screams gilded.
It's a large, man.
That's a gilded, ain't it?
This ain't no gilded, man. This is a quality ass shirt that you too can get. I'll tell you about the price later. Go ahead, brother.
All
right. So I was talking out earlier about this, and I'm gonna tell you about it. So first of all, let me just ask this question: do you believe in paranormal activity, B. Lewis?
I do not.
Okay. Do you believe in paranormal activity, LeVar?
No.
CP.
Hell, fuck yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, okay, he's gone.
Niggas wilding. If you don't know some other shit going on a whole another plane, that the spiritual plane is real, that it's a more real reality than what we looking at and what we can see.
I do believe in that. I do believe that we are spirits, but I don't believe in that the activity of a spirit is able to touch anything in the physical. I don't believe that there's a ghost walking around that can move my TV or disrupt things in the physical. I don't believe in that, but I do believe that we are our spiritual beings, and that I believe in that, but I don't believe that a spirit, a ghost per se, is knocking on that can knock on my door, or I can just open my eyes one night and mysteriously see a ghost walking my hallways. No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what my extent of my beliefs are. I do believe in the occult. I do believe in paranormal activity. I do believe if you are an apt person who has the ability to experience those things, you will experience them. I do believe in astral projection. I do believe in telekinesis.
Well, astral projection is a part of astral dynamics, but it's like
Yes.
it's all into that. But go ahead.
I believe in all of those things. I do believe in astral projection, visualization, it's stuff like that. And I believe there are people who have the ability to speak or communicate on different planes. Say all that to say. So I'm here at the house remodeling stuff here in Texas. My wife and I, we have one of our homegirls come over. And so we in the house getting some shit, and she walks in, and she ain't never been to the house before. So we having a drink, and she was looking around, and she was like, "Hey, where's the guy at?" And I was like, "What guy? You talking about damn food?" Because food was there. And I was like, "Nah." She was like, "No, you talking about D-Lay? D-Lay was here too." "No, I don't see him." She was like, "The other guy." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He's like, "No, he said make sure we have fun and keep it alive and keep the party going." I said, "Who you talking about?" I said, "Because ain't nobody else been here except me, my wife, and the people that you see." So she was like, "No, it's definitely a guy outside that I saw in the garage. And he was in there about where those paintings are. And he told me, keep it alive, keep the party going, and y'all have fun." So I walked out there and I looked around. And I was like, there wasn't nobody out here, but maybe the garage was open. Maybe she saw one of my neighbors. So I just started asking questions. I went and knocked on my neighbor's door. My neighbor was like, "Nah, he ain't been out the house." And I was like, "Is that him?" She was like, "Nah, that ain't him." So I go back in the house. I walk upstairs and I'm like sitting down talking to her. And then she was like, "That's him right there." And I looked up. It was a picture of my daddy. Immediately, my wife looked at me. I looked at my wife. She was like, "All right, I've been wanting to tell you something, but I didn't want to freak you out. Ever since you've been here, your dad's been coming to me again in my dreams, talking to me and trying to tell me shit." And then I was like, "Get the fuck out of here." Call my sister up. My sister says, "Yeah, I ain't want to tell you that was part of the reason why we left from being over there. Daddy would come to all of us all the time. He would sit there and he'd just be sitting on the couch. And it'd be days I would want to see him and days I didn't." Now, here's the third part about it. Where she says she saw my daddy at, my daddy's ashes are in his art studio downstairs. So his artwork and his ashes are down there. Now, I wear my dad's ashes around my neck, although most people think it's cocaine I'm traveling with when they see me. Oh, then they got dope on him, but I got my dad with me all the time. Well as I got my dad's face on my arm, you know what I'm saying, tatted up. Now, I don't have these experiences, but Courtney went into full detail. This young lady went into full detail and description. And now we have the decision of, do we really investigate this further? Because I ain't seeing the shit. Because the nigga fuck with me. So obviously, I don't know what he's trying to tell y'all. But that's my nigga. So he don't bother me. So that don't scare me. But then she was just basically explaining to me the potential of the fact that my dad did die in his house for the most part. He had his aneurysm here. He never regained consciousness and, passed away. So the thought process is, do we really just investigate this going further? Do we keep looking at this? She was like, it could be an open portal here. And so I've asked my friends who are highly intelligent and it's also who have skeptics, just their thoughts on it. So it's just something I'm dealing with. And I think it's pretty cool if my daddy is here hunting and hanging out and shit. Why not, nigga? He wasn't on no angry shit. He was like, keep the party going. But all this shit got hit with me in the last 48 hours. So pretty interesting time.
See, so I'm gonna tell you like this. The reason why I believe it is because my dad had similar experiences when his parents passed away. Both their ashes was at my pop's crib, and I was like younger. Little stuff would happen, and then big stuff would happen. Like doorknobs would be turning, and we had those. It was an older house, so it had those. Remember those big crystal doorknobs? You know what I'm talking about? Where it had like grooves in it, so you could, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like an old school, them crystally. All the doorknobs now is like metal, gold looking metal, or just red, but they had like crystal. It looked like a big ass earring, but it was a doorknob. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. I know the big crystal doorknobs. That's classic.
Yeah, turning. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like beds moving, right? Um, and we in Michigan, ain't no earthquakes. But one time we were all downstairs. My dad and my stepmom had just had my little sister, and we heard a thud hit the ground. Boom. Now my sister was asleep in her car seat in the middle of the bed. When we went upstairs, she was face down on the floor. Her onesie pulled, like her onesie was pulled over her face, unsnapped from her diaper. We the only people in the crib. She's perfectly fine though, not crying, hit the floor hard as hell. Like something tried to pick her up and carry her and couldn't.
Wow.
So yeah, bro. Like, like my mom and dad are really into that. So like they get like my life like read over all the time.
That's dope. That's
It's
dope that they
things.
open it at, because
Oh yeah,
it gives you
yeah, yeah.
an open mind when you deal with different people. I never thought in a million years that I'd be married to somebody who speaks to spirits all the time. My wife, she speaks to all the people that's dead in our family. Like, for whatever reason, she was like, yeah, they come to me all the time and tell me stuff. She told my mama some shit about one of her cousins that didn't nobody know because she gone. And it's just one of them things. Like, I used to be like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. But as an adult now, and seeing stuff and feeling things and in different energies and shit that I've done and experienced in my life, I'm like, all right, I got a different open mind. Now, if that
Listen,
ain't gonna be spooky,
there are some drugs that
DMT, if we want to continue, I
not
spoke
even just
about.
DMT. And I know LeVar, I would like you to step in and speak to this a little bit, but there's a drug that mimics the chemical reaction that the brain has seconds before it dies. People say
DMT.
that okay, so that is DMT. People
Yeah,
say that you
that's yeah.
life, it flashes before your eyes, but it's like it's a what it is it is a supreme understanding, or they call it like a ultimate self-awareness, a moment where you have the most clarity that you've ever experienced. And so they've been able to
Harvest that and manufacture that and make it.
manufacture it. And they're also different. I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want our shit getting flagged and shit like that. But there are a lot of different chemical reactions that the brain produces that they've been able to harvest and then able to produce and give people to reproduce these, whether it be, for an example, adrenaline. And I'm not saying this is one, but like the effect that adrenaline has on the whole body, the senses heightened, like they have found a way to have synthetic hormonal type of reactions to the brain. So it ain't just DMT. It's a lot of different things that they've been able to harvest. And I want to know what LeVar Walker, a pharmacist, thinks about that, because I know that you know about any kind of neuro.
Well, DMT is a tryptamine, and it produces a hallucinogenic effect, pretty much on the brain. So when you think about the brain and you think about what fires through the synapses to make us happy, sad, things of that nature, we want to talk about serotonin, norepinephrine, and epinephrine, which are chemical neurotransmitters that fire across the synapse from neuron to neuron. Now, DMT, the hallucinogenic effect that it provides, produces a lot of this. And I mean, if you feel it, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know what to say about it. I haven't experienced it, but I'm just looking at it from a chemical aspect of what it does and the feelings it makes. It gives you a feeling of, I mean, you're dying, you have a flashback, you're able to look throughout your life, and you become very humble after taking this. And even though you go through everything in about 2 or 3 minutes, it feels like on the body that you're going through it for hours, or like 24 hours. But it's very interesting, man. I mean, it's just the brain and
And see, I think that the brain, the ocean, and space are things that, people have vast degrees in. People are tasked with having so much knowledge in, yet there is no physical way for any person to understand the vast capacity of your brain, the ocean, and space. And I think
right, like I mean, like even right now with us sitting on here talking and even us looking at our whereabouts,
you sound like T.I.'s grandfather. Go ahead.
how do we know that this is even real? How do we know that we're not in a simulation right now? You
But what
don't
is a
know.
simulation though? What is it like? What would that mean? So a simulation would mean
If
that
you in a simulation, in a computer simulation, you how would you know?
you know how I know we're not in a computer simulation. Well,
How?
one thing that leads me to believe that we're not is because of the feeling of guilt. To see, like I feel like when I play video games or I play Sims, the program is the program, and if we run the program, then we should have no emotion about deviating from what we feel is the program. But to have the idea that you're somehow deviating from the correct path, like that guilt, the guilt of pleasure that we have in society, lets me know that this isn't a simulation.
Right. I can
Because
see that.
How do you know? How do you know the guilt is not programmed into you?
because everybody doesn't seem to have it. And you still have the option to carry on things that you feel guilty about, but you can't shake the guilt feeling of knowing what, it's like if it was a program, then there would be no mistakes. And so every quote unquote mistake that you make would be already kind of like pre-calculated in what your outcome is supposed to be anyway.
So how do you
My
know?
question would be, what are mistakes, but besides like just,
But it's almost like
calculated options that are given? Because in a game they put stuff out there for you to take and do to give options and choices. So I feel like everything has a counterbalance, an equal reaction, and some things just have extreme coincidence based off of timing. Because timing is absolute, I think that's where you have situations where, like, what is a car accident? What is it when you really look at it? Is it like, are people intentionally trying to run into each other, or is it just timing? And those things meeting on a physical plane that would you argue to say predetermined? That's what I think. That guilt part that you had mentioned was very deep. The other part of that is how the adverse effect of playing video games, and there's been multiple studies, and that was one thing that when I was trying to get my master's before I stopped, was this video game violence perpetuate a hyper desensitization of a person to be commit real violence. And they started looking at the Columbine shooters and how much gameplay they had in warfare or in combat simulation scenarios to become highly desensitized to actual physical visual violence.
Let
And
me
they
tell
also
you this,
started
Billy.
that when
Let me tell you
Mortal
this,
So
Kombat came out.
let me ask both of you this: how do you know right now that you're not in a dream?
Let me tell you. Well,
How you decipher?
before I can, because I mean, like, I'll be like busting nuts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's different. But I'm gonna say this: when you talk about, Billy, what you were just talking about, how like, okay, wait, say the last thing that you said, so I can go.
Well, basically, the study that they've been doing since Mortal Kombat came out.
The video games. My bad.
Video game violence desensitized you from actual real violence in real life.
Of course it does, but it's not just the video games, right? All of that's by design. It's the rap music and everything. And let me give you an example. It's not about whether or not it does. It's about who it's supposed to do it to. Because if you could look at a Columbine shooter's gaming history and then look at that and say, well, this is why he did this, because he was gaming too much. Because obviously they would have to look for another motive for it to be a young white child to do these violent acts, other than the fact that the child is just of malice intent, right? But see, the same age child playing the same amount of video games in the inner city is just ruled out that the video games played a part. It's ruled out that the rap music played a part. But here are these rich white kids who get influenced by it, and they immediately know what's influencing them. Have you ever noticed that? It's like a doctor. See, when you go to the doctor, you tell them the symptoms, and they immediately know, oh yeah, he's suffering from this because this is that. Because we have this charted out. We've studied it. When these white kids go to fucking court for the shit that they doing, acting like niggas, they're like, oh, we got this. listen, he's been listening to Wu-Tang. He's fine. But for the black kids who the Wu-Tang is for, and I don't want to say Wu-Tang because shout out to the Wu, but I'm just saying who the brainwashing is for, they never even get considered to be influenced by anything. And so that's what lets you know that it's by design, the way that they police it.
I guess when you start asking those questions for me, if I was to try to determine how do I know that this is real, I think the only thing that helps me have some visual aesthetics of reality, I think, is my children. I think up until I had kids, I had the complex where I thought this ain't a real world. I have not come to grips with my mortality. I have not come to grips with there being a world. Like I used to think as a kid, and this might be sociopathic. Like I used to think when I would leave a place, are them people really moving and doing shit when I'm gone, or are they only doing that shit when I show up? Like the Truman Show. That's why that movie hit me so hard. But I think as I grew older and I started really having a predisposition to trying to do for other people and help other people and doing things in a community service, like when I got in the frat and I started doing shit like community service outreach, and I started really doing things that was serving to other people and not myself. And then when my children became completely, wasn't about me, it's my kids. That to me, like being and having those moments and instances gave me a definite sense of reality that I have a mortality. I have a limited amount of time. I started looking at birthdays. I was like, okay, I'm 30, I'm 38. My daughter's 9. What birthday am I not going to see? Am I going to see her 60th birthday? Probably the fuck not. So in my brain,
Billy,
those things started.
But you're getting off of the task. See, because what LeVar asked us was, how do we know that we're not in a simulation?
But that's my kids help me is the answer for me.
But to play devil's advocate, though, I wouldn't, if I was on LeVar's side, right? Take it back to my debate team days. If I was on LeVar's side, you know, I would bring up the fact that a lot of things happen in patterns, which is why stuff like the Bible and all of these older Mayan things, people kind of in different time periods in the world started to figure out the algorithm of the pattern. Now, let me give you an example. They say Spanish flu was 100 years ago, almost exactly to the year. You look at the anniversary of like the Martin Luther King, the riots, like stuff starts to look like, wait a minute, this is starting to look like a fucking Louis Vuitton pattern. Like, bam, we do this, bam, we get hope, bam, we do this, then we get too lenient, bam, we lose hope, bam, we right. It's like it's starting to look like, even down to the wars that we having. It's like it's starting to look like things are happening because they're supposed to happen. See, to LeVar's point, you can read stuff like the Bible, equate that to what's going on, and it does feel like we're in a fucking VCR tape that somebody just hit play on. So there is that concept and there is that aspect to it. I think that, you know, what people fail to realize sometimes is that when you accept like a thought or a fact or something like that, it also validates or devalidates other things that you may have known or that you may have thought you knew. So like we have to make sure that we are coming into this conversation unbiased about unlearning shit that it was designed for us to learn that we shouldn't even know.
Yeah. Man, damn, bro. So I mean, I guess LeVar, if you got any sentiments on that, you can help us have some understanding or grasping of why that is something.
I mean, I'm just talking about how powerful the mind is, and you know, when you're actually in a dream, and you're laying in the bed, there's no way to determine reality from that goddamn dream, and you've had dreams like that. You know, that's all I'm comparing.
Wait. So you saying when you in a dream, when you're in
a dream and you're running from somebody, you running in the dream, you fighting people, you doing all kinds of shit, and you're just laying in the bed. You can't determine that dream from reality in that moment. So what's the difference?
The inception.
Right. So
okay. Now let me say this. I do agree that on an average basis, most people can't decipher that. I can say in different phases of my life, and I think the more disciplined I became in certain mental and spiritual disciplines, I've been able to decipher dreams more clearly from reality.
And that's
like
called
when I was younger and I was in martial arts and I was meditating and I didn't smoke, drink, do drugs, none of that shit. Whenever I would dream, I'd be like, oh, yo, this is a dream. So I never went through that. I'm having a bunch of bad dream phases. I could always manipulate my reality in my dreams, even if they was nightmares. Zombies pop out, nigga, I can fly. Fuck you, I'm out of here. This ain't real, waking up. But as I got older, I got away from that. I started having harder time separating. I'd wake up, and I think the things that I would fear were more real and not fictitious. And I think it scared me, like when my kids had a bad car accident, or my dad died, or some shit like that. That became something that was a reality that I was afraid of. And then the last part that changed was after my daddy died, I stopped having really vivid dreams like that. So it was. I would say for me, it's been phases.
I think honestly, bro, not to get off subject, but I think that somewhere in your subconscious, you don't want to see your dad until you're ready, and that's why he hasn't come to you yet. He's not.
I've seen him in dreams. I'm
talking about.
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
We have things blocked that are purposely blocked for us, bro. I got a big ass mushroom upstairs, and I'm scared to eat this bitch because this bitch look like.
You still got that same one you was telling me about?
Yeah, bro. I ain't ate that bitch yet.
Bro, go ahead and handle that, big dog. Handle that.
Look like a goddamn, I don't know, like a fucking leprechaun dildo. That motherfucker's huge, nigga. I don't know where the fuck they grew this bitch at, but
nigga in the comments said, how do I punch so slow in my dreams? Cause you in your covers, nigga. That's what it is.
Cause you on the bed. My granddad,
you in your covers, nigga. That's why you running slow.
And he'd get up and knock somebody ass out. He was a boxer, nigga. We'd be like, ding, 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 and they get up like, motherfucker, you. All right, let's move on, man.
It's time to go, man. It's time to go.
We've been stuck on this shit. I'm about
to. You ain't got nothing for us today, B. Lewis? Nothing about this?
I'm getting
nothing about the mind, mental stimulation?
B. Lewis, what's next, man? Run this shit, man. Run this mother.
Absolutely. That's been another episode, fella. Before we get out
of here, nigga, we gonna get up out of here like that. I'm gonna do y'all like y'all did me last week.
What?
You talking about nigga, we just getting in here.
Nigga, I was dozing the fuck off.
Y'all niggas talked us to sleep, man.
God damn, I was.
Our bad.
No, we didn't. As the comments say, you was asleep, nigga. We was in here.
I mean, yeah, you gonna have people. You gonna have to be. It's called roast this. You niggas was putting me to sleep. Well, man,
I'm sorry.
I didn't say.
Your head look like. Nigga, I'm damn near 40.
Hey, that's perfectly fine.
Billy,
hey, look, man, it's perfectly fine, man. The show is called Roast This.
Well, let's get back to that bullshit background.
I'm glad
you brought it up.
That's what the people come to see,
Wait,
man.
Billy, how old are you?
Our fans are smart too. They want
39. We have to realize, bro.
That's nothing wrong. Y'all did great, bro. Y'all did great. I just had nothing for the conversation.
Our fans are not just that bro, to have these conversations. And I think
39.
Yeah.
Damn,
I'm about to be 39.
You older than D-Ray.
No, I'm not.
I'm on Google. That nigga 38 on here, man.
And that nigga full of shit.
D-Ray 38 years old. Nigga, say it right here in Google.
There's no way,
nigga. Don't come on here starting no shit, man.
It's a Google. It say 38.
Let me see. Let me pull this shit up.
It's Google. It's 30,
ain't no way.
38 years old.
Let me see. Hold on. D-Ray Davis.
Anyway, this is a podcast. So for those of y'all that don't know, this will be available for you to watch.
They do say this nigga 38, man.
That nigga
let's get excited.
Ain't no way, but anyway.
No, that nigga 38. Stop.
He can't be 38, nigga. I'm 35. That nigga ain't 3 years older than me. Ain't no way.
Yeah, you 35 with a mechanic face. Look, so next week we're gonna have another great show with another great guest. We want to
you don't like getting roasted, dog. I can't believe it.
I'm
starting to see it now.
Yeah, Brandon, you be getting an attitude. Every time somebody hits you, you get mad.
Ooh, the nigga
get mad. I just take it. I take it. What I'm supposed to do, I just take it.
But you are upset about it.
No, I ain't upset.
You didn't like it, Brandon.
I didn't like it now.
You ain't shit for that last conversation either.
I mean, y'all was going on.
What do you think, B. Lewis? We want to know.
Brandon,
I told y'all up top, I don't believe in that shit.
Hey, Brandon, one thing about when we're hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's express our hurt.
Yeah,
we should. Who y'all got? These Lakers gonna get these Trailblazers out of here, and
They
he
already got him out of here.
The Lakers are definitely gonna win the championship.
I hope so, man.
Lakers,
The Clippers look so scary to me as a Laker fan, bro. The Clippers is like
Kobe is gonna send them niggas some extra juice from.
He the six man like Marlon Wayans was.
If y'all believe in paranormal activity, then y'all should know the Lakers gonna win. Then
so what you saying is Kobe Bryant finna be Kadeem Hardison in a six man like he was for Marlon Wayans in the game.
He gonna step into Danny Green body, so he gonna shoot into Danny Green, and Danny Green gonna find the fucking.
Hey man, they better do something with Jay Murray though. That damn Jay Murray put up 50 points the other night and went the fuck off.
Hey, remember when Danny Green did that dunk earlier this season, and then they made the nigga go get tested for steroids?
Yeah.
How we see why? Because he ain't dunked shit in a minute, huh? That nigga been in the bubble.
Shit.
Not getting no dope. Well, Mr. LeVar Walker, where can they find you at, my brother?
Yo, y'all can hit me up, man, at LeVar Walker. Also, check me out on the new show coming on Netflix September 23rd, Sneakerheads, as well as in 2021, I'll be on a new show called Love Beth with Amy Schumer. Y'all check all that out. And follow me, LeVar Walker, Facebook, LeVar Walker, Instagram, LeVar Walker, LAVAR Walker. Follow me, and if you got any questions about your medication, side effects, or any of those things, hit me up. I'm out of here, man. I appreciate the love. Love all you brothers, man. Y'all are my brothers. Not only my frat brothers, but Brand, I love you too, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all having me on here. You know what I mean? This means a lot.
Time, man. You can be that, brother.
Man, you already know.
All right, now.
All
right, man.
All right, man. Number love, bro. I'm out.
No, you ain't gotta leave yet, nigga. The show ain't over with.
Oh, it's not
all
over.
right, man. Brandon Lewis, what you got for us?
This nigga Billy, you don't know what Billy talking about. Hey, what's up, everybody, man? This is your boy Brandon Lewis, man. I got a shout out to my sponsor right there, man, from Killeen. Yeah, right there, Killeen, Texas, man. That's what the niggas told me to say, man. Right there, man. Cold front, baby, my melanin. Y'all can check them out, man, on YouTube, man. It's a great, they rappers, they artists from Killeen, Texas, man. Check them guys out, man. Also, man, follow me on my Twitch. I'm on that Madden, man. Stumping niggas' heads in. Follow me on my Twitch, who is Brandon Lewis. Follow me on Instagram, who is Brandon Lewis, man. I got the t-shirt still going for sale. It's time to switch topics. You can get one now. They on sale for $25, including shipping. Hit me in my Cash App. As you can see, it dropped down right down my name. And put your address. And also, before we got here, Vivian Gunther, she mentioned that earlier in the show that she didn't get her shirt, but she did pay, but she didn't send an address. So I can't send a shirt to no address. So send me your address in my DM, who is Brandon Lewis, and we can get that squared away and put out for you.
We can put you a store up, B. Lewis. Why don't we put you a store up?
Hold on, Billy. I got to do all that right now, brother. But if you want your product sponsored on an episode of Roasted, hit your boy in the DMs, man, and we can make that happen for you. Go ahead.
What up, though, man? Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. CP, comedian CP on everything. I'm on Twitch too, twitch.tv/comedian CP. I got my specials on Patreon. I just did Kev on Stage's show last Friday. So if you watched that, if you were tuning in, to that, shout out to that, man. Shout out to y'all.
Yo, I just want to say shout out to Kev on Stage and his business acumen, bro.
It's killing
amazing, man, to be able to hustle in this pandemic. And do what he do. That's crazy, bro. And I heard y'all had like 15,000 viewers on that show.
So it was 15,000 last week. It was like maybe like 9,000 this week. But I mean, that's still like Jesus Christ. Like that's like
9,000. That's 9,000 tickets sold.
9,000 tickets sold, bro. So shout out to Kev, man, for real, bro. Like that's like, that's the that might have to be the new thing. I think that what that was. That was like the equivalent of the preseason NBA games coming on and people on TV being able to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like they never see our regular season games. All they see is us doing specials and, us on this night show and all of that. But nigga, to see us in our element, bro, working on sets and, that's what my Patreon is about. I throw sets up. I'm throwing one up tomorrow. I'm throwing up a new set too. Like, just like, that's, I feel like the people right now that they need to see
what you doing.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
Well, it's your boy Billy Sorrells. Check me out Monday through Friday if you listen to it. The Morning Hustle Show, 6 to 10 a.m. Available in Chicago. Shout out to my people up in Detroit. Shout out to my people in Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to my people down in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to my people in Killeen as well as Waco. Shout out to my people in Columbus, Ohio, Columbia, South Carolina. Man, Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham. Man, I got so many people. Greensboro, Goldsboro. Man, we over in 64 cities. Wake up with me every morning, laugh, talk, get your information on. Me, myself, Head Kraig, Star and L'Oreal, and go Angie. Now, the podcast we have in addition to the Roast This podcast is the Did You Miss Me podcast, available every Tuesday, dropping tomorrow, wherever podcasts are found. That's on YouTube, Spotify. We're part of the Audio Boom Podcast Network. And if you want to laugh, go to youtube.com/Billy Sorrells. Check out my latest special, At Risk. And we just finished recording another 1 hour special, me, myself, D-Lay, and Dan Fool, called As the World Burns. All funny, all crazy. And we so thankful to have this platform. Big shout out to All Deaf for giving us this opportunity. Shout out to Sid, Baron Davis, T.I., all the people behind the scenes making it happen. My boy Kadeem pulling the strings. And we'll be right back here. And for our brother Kraig Smith, we love him to death. He'll be back next week. He was busy today. You know, Kraig always doing something. Make sure you check him out over there with the Big Head Kraig Show. Make sure you check out his Patreon and his YouTube channel. And on behalf of everybody here, this has been another one, Roast This. We'll see you next time.
Peace.